Welcome to the Student Ministry Matters podcast. We want to encourage, equip, and connect those with a passion to impact the next generation for Jesus Christ. Student ministry can be a lonely place. You might even feel like you're the only one in your church or community that cares about students. Well, know this, you're not alone. People all across the country are engaging Gen Z and care deeply about the spiritual direction of these young men and women. Whether you're full-time, part-time, bivocational, or volunteer, if you have a heart for students, this is the place for you.
Welcome to the podcast as we continue to serve those that are serving students. It's time for our June update. I'm Dan Carson, Director of Student Ministry Matters. But before we get into what is happening with Student Ministry Matters, let me share with you about our sponsor for these ministry updates, Hill City Popcorn. Hill City Popcorn offers a wide range of gourmet popcorns, and whether it's a seasonal flavor like lemon chill or their University of Arkansas themed Woo Pop Suey or even extra buttery caramel, they have something for everyone. You can order online at www.hillcitypopcorn.com or visit them in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Be sure to stay tuned at the end of the podcast for this month's trivia contest for your chance to win a taste of Hill City Popcorn sent straight to you. These updates are all about information about events that we're connected to and ways that we can connect. This month, I want to mention the upcoming SOAR Conference in Dallas, Texas, and our annual retreat at Central Baptist College of Conway on September the 11th, 2021. The SOAR 2021 conference is just days away. Now, the SOAR conference stands for Sold Out and Radical. So I know the name dates the conference, that's for sure. The first conference was held in 1991. I wasn't there for the first one, but my wife actually was. I had the chance to go in about 1993 for my first SOAR conference to work with students and helping as I was a part of the staff at Antioch Baptist Church in Conway, Arkansas. But it is an event that I would definitely encourage you to be a part of. And hopefully you've made that choice this year. And if you haven't, look at next year. These guys that are leading make a special effort to really pull together some great things for these students. This year's speakers include Aaron Williams and Brad Falk, among others. There's going to be breakout groups, all sorts of great things happening in Dallas, Texas at the Hilton Anatole Hotel. It is just going to be a great event. One of the very cool things is that our normal podcast sponsor, Central Baptist College, will be giving away some scholarship money, as well as Jacksonville College of Texas and then Southeastern Baptist College of Laurel, Mississippi. They're all giving away scholarships, and so you want to get your students there and get them signed up for things like that. One of the reasons that I wanted to mention SOAR is because that I'm going to be there. We're going to have a table. I am going to be sharing with people about the ministry of Student Ministry Matters. I'm going to arrive on the 5th and be there through that weekend. And so if you'd like to meet up, be sure and reach out. I'd love an opportunity to talk to you about your student ministry, what's going on there. And if there's anything in any way that we can help, boy, I want to be a part of that. So you just reach out to me. info@studentministrymatters.com is one of the best ways to reach me. Now, in addition to just being there, we're giving away some cool stuff at our table. We've got some things for students. We don't have enough for every single student there, but if they come by, we're going to have some sunglasses and some other little goodies for the students to take and have. But more importantly, we have some things for you, for those that are working with students. We have a book from Sam Bierig. He is the Dean of Spurgeon College in Kansas City, Missouri. He has some other writers that are part of it. It's called Fulfill Your Student Ministry, a fantastic book, not long, so it's about the right length for me and maybe many of us who work with students. We don't have a lot of time, but man, pick up that copy. We've got one for you, our Activate program. Healthy Church Solutions from our missions department. They're providing that, and you'll just come to my table. I also have a couple other goodies for you. So we've got some things for the students, and then we have some things for the student ministry workers. And in addition to that, we encourage you to stop by the table to sign up, because you could win 2 registrations for our student ministry workers retreat that'll be coming up in the fall. And so I would love to see you at SOAR. I'm going to have the opportunity to speak to a breakout group. I'll be talking to student ministry workers, just talking about a variety of things. So come, bring your questions. I would love to see you there and hear from you and get to meet you face to face. I know that many of us, we just connect through social media or through this podcast, and I would love that opportunity. Again, that is July the 5th through the 8th, or actually the conference is July the 6th through the 8th. But swing by there, even if you're not bringing a group, come up to where we have our tables. I would love to meet you, love to connect. It'd be a great way for us to do that. And so that's SOAR. It is coming up very quickly, and it is going to be a fantastic event. So let me just encourage you to come and to be a part. And if nothing else, come by and we'll grab a coffee, or I don't like coffee. I'm weird, I know, but come by. I'll get a Coke while you drink a coffee, or we'll find time for a meal. I would love to be able to just sit and talk with you about what God is doing in your life, in your ministry, and how He is working with the students there. Now, that is, of course, what's on my mind. It's a big event coming up. Our normal co-hosts, Chris Vines and Zac Lee, they're both very involved. Chris is our visionary leader for the SOAR Conference, and he has a lot of things that he could share if he was on here with me today. But just come and be a part. And if you can't come this year, again, consider it for your students in the years to come. It is solid teaching, great worship, just people who care about your students and want to provide your students something fun. I mean, that's something that we were looking for a while, and it is back with a vengeance, and I love it. I love it. And so you check it out. Come and connect with me. I'd love just a few minutes to talk with you and, again, put a name and a face together. So hope that you'll come and be a part of that. Now, the other thing that I want to mention is our Student Ministry Workers Retreat. Now, that event is scheduled for September the 11th, 2021 at Central Baptist College of Conway, Arkansas. Now, if you live outside of Arkansas, you may think, where in the world is Conway? Well, you fly into Little Rock, or you drive into Little Rock, and then you go west, and you follow I-40, and you'll run into Conway. It is a college town. There's 3 schools: University of Central Arkansas, Hendrix College, and then there's Central Baptist College. And it's a small campus, so you won't have any trouble navigating that, and we'll be getting more information about how and where things are going to be. But a lot of that depends on how many we have. We have space for a certain amount in one area, but if we overflow that, we're going to go for it, and we will go to the bigger space. And I hope that you can come and be a part of that. It is a very inexpensive conference. We do that for a very important reason. We want to invest in those specifically that are part-time, bivocational, and volunteer. Now, the full-time guys, you're going to get a lot out of this. I've got Jeff Borton. He is the author of Your First 100 Days in Student Ministry and the 40 Years That Follow. He is our lead speaker. He's going to be talking 3 times on that Saturday. And we also have breakout groups lined up. And these groups are going to be teaching a wide range of things. I'm hoping that I get all the guys that I've lined up because they are fantastic. And we're going to talk about some things, just talk about student ministry. This has been a hard year, and so I want us to join together, to come together. Your registration includes a meal. It's going to give you lunch that's provided. And we're working on the details of that. But Central Baptist College provides us with a morning snack and an afternoon snack, like we're, teenagers, but that's cool. I love that. It's fantastic stuff. And so I hope that you'll be there. In our goodie bags, for the first 100 people that register, we have a goodie bag for you. And those goodie bags include books that I've gotten donated, as well as some Hill City popcorn, and then some other surprises that I'm still working on. Plus, we're going to have door prizes, meaning we'll have giveaways throughout the day, and you'll get a little ticket when you come in, and we'll be giving away some books. I got a couple of tins from Hill City, and then I'm working on some other things. I want it to be a great day to where you have a chance just to relax, learn a few things, connect with others who are working with students, and maybe share some of your strains and difficulties as you've tried to navigate this pandemic era. A year and a half, it has been hard. And I know things are about as normal as they can be in a lot of our churches. But you know what? There's still a lot to learn. There's a lot that we could share from one another, and how we're going to work through some of these lulls and the drop in attendance and just some things like that. And so it's good for us to connect with one another. And kind of with that in mind, I would encourage you, if you're not a part of our Student Ministry Matters Facebook group, the Student Ministry Matters community, be sure to look that up. Connect with us on there. We'd love to be able to share questions and concerns and all of those things together. You know, we're on Facebook as well on our page, Student Ministry Matters, but we're also on Instagram and Twitter, and it's just different ways that we can reach out. One of the best ways, and make sure that you stay in touch with information, is to get on our email list, and you can do that at info@studentministrymatters.com. I can put you on our list, or you can contact us through our website, studentministrymatters.com, and there's a spot on there where you can get signed up. And I know I've thrown a lot of information at you today, but I just wanted to give you an update. We're going to see you at SOAR. I would love to see you at our Student Ministry Workers Retreat, and that's how we're going to be able to connect. Now, there is one other way that you may be able to connect with us that you didn't know about. If you're a part of the Baptist Missionary Association of Arkansas or beyond, you're part of one of our churches across the country, we do have a newspaper, the Baptist Trumpet. The Baptist Trumpet, usually I have a weekly article in there that talks about student ministry. We try to coordinate it sometimes with this podcast as we cover different topics. Other times it's something completely different. And so if you need information about that, you can find information at the Baptist Trumpet, and that's a fantastic way to stay connected to our ministry. Well, I hope that these things haven't been overwhelming to you, but you've just gotten some good information about what's going on with Student Ministry Matters. Now, me personally, I just got back from a week at Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary where I'm taking steps towards my next degree, and I'm loving that, loving the experience, loving connecting with others who are concerned about church revitalization, and that's my concentration of what I'm working on. And it was just a fantastic week to actually meet other student pastors and other pastors and education ministers, just a wide range. You know, one of the greatest things that you can do to help you with your ministry is to connect. And that's what these updates are about. That's one of the major tenets and things that we focus in on here at Student Ministry Matters is connecting with one another, because there's a lot of power in that. And I just encourage you, find ways to do that. Even if you don't want to do that online, you don't want to do that through one of our groups, find other student ministry workers in your community. Reach out to them. Talk to them. Maybe it's a discussion about what their church believes. Maybe it is a discussion about how you can reach more students for Jesus Christ together. God wants to do a big work in our lives. He wants to work through us and with our students, and we need to ask for His help. Pray, seek Him, learn from Him. God will do some big things. Thanks for downloading and listening to this month's Student Ministry Matters Monthly Update. For a chance to win a box of gourmet popcorn from our friends at Hill City Popcorn, visit hillcitypopcorn.com and send us a list of the yummy stuff that's found in their Hattie's popcorn to info@studentministrymatters.com. A winner will be selected from correct entries on July the 18th. The winner will be notified through email and announced on our social media platforms. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, remember that student ministry matters.